All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that Morrowind run. We are now moving on to the 5th game in the Elder Scrolls series, Skyrim. This is going to be a glitchless main quest, so we're playing through the main quest of the game without any glitches. There's going to be some exploits and stuff in here. They don't count as glitches, though. I'll just load the save and time can start. So 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa. So, if you've played Skyrim, you know that there's like a big... Oh, sorry, Rayloff. You know that there's a big opening cutscene. I'm going to make a save here. And we're just going to jump around and... Oh, that's not it. Unlucky. There's a big opening cutscene. We don't have to do that. There we go. Sweet. So we're just going to jump around Alduin, run past. This is a lot faster than sort of the main route the game wants you to take. But yeah, so we're able to load just past the opening cutscene, just because otherwise we'd be sitting there for like minutes. We're going to bump Hadvar, and that's going to skip his dialogue. We're going to be doing that a lot. So yeah, doesn't count as a glitch. Oh, there we go. Okay, we are going to open this and grab some wine. I will explain why I'm grabbing the wine a bit later, but just know that I am going to be grabbing a whole heap of wine throughout the run. Yeah, so we're just going to run past everyone. So with glitchless, in the glitched categories, there is a glitch that lets you have infinite sprint, which... Oh, get out of the way. But yeah, in this category, we don't have infinite sprint, and generally we're going to rely on waiting to replenish our stamina. So that's going to be happening later, but at the start of the game here, we don't actually have access to that. So it's basically a lot of stamina management for now, just sort of running. It's a little bit faster to jump over those, I don't know, cages, whatever they are. So yeah, like a lot of the dungeons throughout this game, we're going to be sort of trying to wait when enemies aren't nearby. If you've played this game, you know that you can't wait when there's enemies around. So, yeah, it's sort of finding opportune times to replenish your stamina like that. But for now, we're just going to run. I'm going to grab some gold here. It's actually really important how much gold I get. 8 is not good. So, we'll see. I need 45 gold. I don't need it. It's nice to have. It makes the run a lot easier at the start here. Let's have a look. There's also this barrel here. We're going to grab wine and gold. Okay, so I don't have enough gold, unfortunately, which is a little bit slower. But that's okay. Just sort of jump past these rocks here.
It's also probably worth noting Nase is playing on the easy difficulty. I think it's called Novice in this game.
Yeah.
So you'll notice, like, when you get hit by that spider, there's like, 0.1%.
Yeah, it does.
Health.
It does absolutely no damage. So we're going to wait here. So you're going to see a lot of this. Waiting for a second, and that's going to replenish our stamina. And off we go. We're just going to run straight past Hadvar, and we're going to run to Anisa's cabin, which is this small little cabin in the woods style thing. And that's going to be a point where we're going to walk back to a little bit later. A lot of the early part of this run is sort of traveling to different locations so that we can fast travel to them later. So, yeah, that's sort of the opening here. A lot of running. Definitely, like, yeah, a bit of stamina management in terms of trying to time your weights to, opportune moments. This jump can be a little bit finicky, but we're going to just get on up there. Fantastic. Yeah, so Bleak Falls Barrow, that's Bleak Falls Barrow there. We're going to be going there a little bit later, but we're going to get this fast travel location to get there quite quick a bit later on. So yeah, a lot of waiting, a lot of sprinting. Later we're going to get a shout, a dragon shout, which makes us go fast as well. So that's another bit of movement that we add to our repertoire. We're just sort of, yeah, we're just going to be running towards Whiterun now. So if there's a donation or any plugs to read out, now would be a good time.
No worries. We would like to thank HyperX for being our major sponsor for ASM2022, and it's incredible to have them on board to support the Game On Canter initiative. HyperX makes fantastic headsets, microphones, keyboard, mice, and plenty more products, so no matter what you play, if you're into gaming, they have something for you.
we're going to... Oh, I clicked the wrong button. P. We're going to get fire equipped here. There's a wolf just up ahead that we need to kill. Otherwise, as I said earlier, when you try to wait with enemies nearby, it doesn't work. So we're just going to kill this wolf, as opposed to having it chase after us. We're just going to... Couple quick ones there, and keep moving. There's a few enemies that I have to kill with fire. What I'm going to be doing is just spamming the 2 buttons, which sort of, you start casting, then you stop, then you cast again, and it actually does a little bit more damage. And also, if you would just hold it, there's more chance of you getting a kill cam, sort of a Modern Warfare 2-esque moment, where you like a third-person camera comes into play and
slow-mo.
Yeah, it slows down, and so it's really annoying. So there should be a guard somewhere around here. Oh, there he is. So we're just gonna hit this guard, and that's... There we go. So yeah, if we had enough gold there, I would use that to just pay off my bounty and get warped straight to Dragon's Reach. But because we didn't have enough gold, we actually have to go to jail to get to Dragon's Reach. We're just heading there for the fast travel point, which we're going to be going back to a decent amount throughout this game. And now is a fun bit of horse riding. We can also get the fast travel point for Whiterun Stables. And now we're going to carriage all the way over to Windhelm. Windhelm is a place we have to go to a couple times a bit later, and we're just going to be using now as a good opportunity to grab it. Once we get here, we're going to sort of break into the stables here and steal a horse. I'm going to get behind the horse, sneak. The horse is moving. This isn't great. The horse is looking at me. I think the horse... yeah, there we go. Going to wait till we get on the horse completely, and then we're going to fast travel over to Riverwood. Now is probably the part where if you were to watch this and see glitchless, you'd be like, what on earth are you doing? How is this allowed? For anyone who's played this game, I think you know that the horses are absolutely broken. You can basically get on a horse and go anywhere you want. As Todd said, you see that mountain? You can climb it. You can climb it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Todd. So, yeah. So we're going to be climbing up this little mountain here. We're going to be trying to jump, and up we go.
Yeah, and you'll notice this is basically vertical. Like,
yes.
This is near 90 degrees, but the horse can take it.
The horse is incredibly efficient. Strangely enough, there's actually, like, different horses. They all look the same, but... It's random how fast they go. So this is a bit of a slow horse. We're not really heading up the mountain as quickly as we could be. This is definitely not the worst kind of horse, though. The horse's stamina works the same as us humans, or elves, as we are in this case. We're playing as a high elf, mainly for the fact that your character's speed is tied to their height, and the tallest race in the game is the high elf. So... we choose that one. Alright, so yeah, we have made it all the way up. We skipped basically all the steps, the 10,000 steps or whatever, which I think people went in and like calculated. Someone went in and like meticulously counted all the steps, and it turns out it's like 700 or something ridiculous. Like, the game makes a big deal of it being 10,000, and Todd said yes, there's 10,000 steps. Again, thank you, Todd.
Maybe if you count horizontally as well.
Ah, of course, yeah.
So there's only 10,000 steps, but you only have to climb up 700.
Yeah.
That was the trick.
No. Classic Todd. Oh, here we go. This is a cool little climb here. We're just sort of gonna float along the side of the wall here, and up we go. Cool. So now we're heading to the throat of the world. You're not actually supposed to be able to get up here. You're meant to like get like a shout, which like clears away fog and stuff like that. But if you've got a horse like we have, you can just sort of walk your way up. I'm not doing anything except for walking. Generally, you're going to try and want to go like horizontal, but also what's the word, like
diagonally?
Diagonal. That's the word. You're trying to go diagonal, which I don't know. If you try to go straight up, it doesn't work very well. You can also jump, as you see, and your horse sort of gets like pushed forward. There are chances when you jump that the horse, yeah, gets stuck like this. So I can't do anything for a couple seconds. Horse is just going to float. All right. We are down a little bit further than we want to be, but if we... There we go.
There we go.
So we are now at the throat of the world, and we are going to fast travel over to Anissa's cabin. So as I said, like a lot of the early start to this game is just going to be going around, grabbing all the fast travel points, so that we can warp back to them later. We are now going to head to Bleak Falls Barrow. It's a bit of a sequence break, but it's like completely intended by the game, I think. You can skip sort of all the opening bit of going to Whiterun, meeting the Jarl, being sent over here. If you just go over here, grab it, grab the thing you need, and head on over. So, there we go. As you see, like, as Softy said, we're playing on Novice, which means I take absolutely no damage. Yeah, so this is Bleak Falls Barrow, the first real dungeon of the game. I'm going to wait here just to get a bit of extra sprint. And we're just going to basically be running past everyone that we see. Yeah, and as I said earlier, a lot of weight management. So we're going to be trying to like wait at opportune times to get our stamina back. So here is a good example. Beautiful. There's sometimes a potion of healing there or a potion of stamina. Unfortunately, it was stamina. But if we play this well, we're probably not going to need any potions anyway. So this puzzle is incredibly difficult. Take notes, everyone. Just hit... Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
That's it, yeah. I always forget that one. We're just going to kill these skeevers. Oh, there's one of those kill cams.
Well, you got him good.
Yeah, I did. I
did.
did. Oh, my God. Yeah, so we kill those skeevers because it's a perfect opportunity to wait here. Did I... Oh, goodness, I don't know what happened there, but... So now we're going to kill Arvel the Swift. So as I said, I'm just going to like cast, stop casting, cast, stop casting. Going to grab everything from him and keep moving. Wait here because there are Draugr around. Yeah, so when you want to like wait to get your stamina back, you have to stop sprinting. That I learnt that the hard way early on, not realizing. So I just like kept waiting. I'm like, why is my stamina not replenishing? Just basically running past everyone here. You can sometimes get a wait here. Yes, beautiful.
Nice.
And we're just going to keep moving. There's very few enemies in this game that we actually have to kill. There's a couple dragons later on. And I'm going to hope that there's an enemy up ahead that I have to kill, and hopefully they have a two-handed weapon. If they have a one-handed weapon, I will be very upset. I can't wait here. That's unfortunate. This Draugr is really annoying because if they're by the door, I can't wait here, so it's a little bit slower. Yeah, didn't get a wait, unfortunately. But yeah, so the boss coming up ahead, they're going to either have a one-handed weapon or a two-handed weapon, hoping for a two-handed weapon because it's faster, and it also helps us level up a little bit easier. But if we get a one-handed weapon, it's not the end of the world. So we'll do a little parkour here. Lovely. And we're going to keep moving. Another incredibly difficult puzzle coming up. Just going to hit all of these things once. Take notes. Fantastic.
Yeah, I remember feeling very clever when I first played this game.
Yeah.
Like, so, you just look at the thing.
Yeah,
It's obviously on the
yeah.
thing. And then it's like, well, actually, no, I could have just pressed.
And I honestly think like all of them are that simple. Like,
I do remember the rotating one. That did take me a couple of goes.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But that's mostly because I was just being an idiot.
and I think that's the most well thought out one as well. Like,
yeah.
they're all pretty bad. Okay, so we're going to get this word here, and we're going to run over and just start flaming this guy.
You suck.
Oh, one-handed. That's unfortunate. Cool. So we loot that guy, get his weapon, and then also grab some gold along the way. Gold's very important early on because we're going to be using the carriage a lot to walk to a whole bunch of different cities for later. But for now, we're going to head over to Dragon's Reach, where you get to see some fun bumping of people. It's going to happen a lot throughout the run, but I think this one's quite funny. Because you're chatting to this guy and he's like, oh, can you go get this for me? Then you bump and he's like, oh, you've got it. Sweet. Good stuff.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Efficiency first.
There's a cool little skip we can do here. It's nothing major, but we just sort of jump onto this table here, knock over this guy's food, jump around, and talk to Balgruuf before Irileth has time to chat to us. Ooh, there we go. Flame this guy. So there's like a bit of a discussion that happens between the Jarl and his like compatriots and stuff like that. But if we just sort of flame the guard, go to jail, come back, they'll be finished talking. So
getting arrested is the best way to get out of conversations you don't want to be involved in.
So the Jarl wants us to go chat to his court wizard. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So now we're just going to walk over here, wait. The Jarl's going to walk over, and then we're going to chat to Farengar.
Well, when I say straight to the...
So then we can just bump him, and
there we go.
It is.
Hey.
And then a dragon starts attacking, so we are going to head over and defeat it. But first, we have to get the carriage. So yeah, there's a lot of moments in this game where like someone's going to be having a discussion or things are going to happen, and we're just going to run away, let them finish chatting, and then come back. This is a prime example. We walk over, a dragon starts attacking. We're like, screw that, let's go to Winterhold, and then come back. By the time, yeah, there's this big cutscene. Well, it's not really a cutscene, is it? It's more like this big moment where, you see the dragon flying in and it attacks someone and all that. We're meant to wait here, but if we just sort of run past, discover the place, and then head back over. Now might be a good time for a donation or a plug, just while we're sort of getting on the carriage.
Yep, so we have a $31 donation from 631 that reads, really enjoying the marathon. Hope I can be there in person next year. Put this donation towards naming the Ocarina of Time Master's Quest file. Name Lonk.
A classic.
Yeah. So Winterhold's pretty important a bit later on, but we'll get to there soon. We're now going to be warping back to the Western Watchtower to defeat this dragon. I'm going to get my sword out. And yeah, it's a bit annoying that we get a one-handed weapon here. It just means that like the dragon takes longer to kill. And unfortunately, this dragon is a little bit random based on when it's going to land and stuff like that. This is really the only like RNG dragon fight of the game where we kind of have to hope it lands soon. There it goes. How nice of it. We're just going to be sitting on the wing here. One, because it's a lot harder for the dragon to attack us when we're on the wing. But also, this is like the prime position to not get a kill cam. Fantastic. We killed the dragon. I'm just going to grab the gold off the dragon. Thank you. Yeah, that was... So yeah, now is this whole like sequence where we absorb the dragon soul, the where are we going?
Everyone's like, whoa, you absorbed the dragon soul.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Where are you
there
going?
he is.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
This carriage guy's absolutely speechless right now.
So yeah, we're going to use this time. There's sort of a moment where we like, oh, jeez, this could be a little bit annoying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we get told like, oh, you're Dragonborn, sweet. Go chat to the Greybeards. They're going to help you on your quest. We can't actually go straight to the Greybeards. The door is locked until like, I think it's like a day later because the game wants you to walk up those 700 steps we talked about earlier. But yeah, so we're going to use this time to just carriage around to all the places we need to go. So that is Markarth, Riften, Solitude, and then finally Morthal. We go to Morthal last because there's like a few cities in the game that don't actually have a carriage. You can carriage to them, but you can't carriage out of them. So get stuck on a rock there. So yeah, there's the Greybeards saying, hey, come on over. We'd like to meet you. And this is where the gold comes in handy. I'm not sure exactly how much, but we have to carriage to a whole bunch of different spots, so we need some gold for that. Morthal is our final place, and then we're going to head over to High Hrothgar for a bit more bumping. This is my favourite bit, and we also you'll see in a sec, but it's quite fun. I'm going to equip my shout because I just clicked twice accidentally. There we go. Instead of going up, chatting to the greybeards, being like, "Hey, how you going?" We're just gonna shout and yeah. So basically, you can, as I said earlier, you can skip lines of dialogue by bumping people. You can only really do it once, but if you... Okay, sweet. This is a little bit faster. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, if you can only bump someone once, and then their next line of dialogue can't be skipped. But if you bump them, start talking to them, like engage a discussion with them, and then oops,
Stab this guy.
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna discuss with him, start talking, exit the dialogue, and then bump him again, and that skips all the dialogue. There we go, yeah. So hitting Arngeir was actually intentional. We have a little bit of time here to wait, so we're just going to hit all of the greybeards 3 times to level up our one-handed.
They don't mind. It's fine.
They're fine, yeah.
This is normal. Like, they're just so impressed at there being another Dragonborn. It's
Yeah.
it's like, you know what? They want to stab me. Cool.
Fantastic. So you can hit them 3 times. If you hit them one more time, they're going to aggro, which obviously we don't want because these are our masters.
Well, obviously, for 4 would just be annoying.
Luckily, so you can hit them as many times as you want with shouts, and they won't mind. But yeah, if you hit them with a sword 3 times, they will get very upset.
4 times.
Can I? 4 times.
Not
Yes.
1, 2, 5.
So now we're going to wait, and they're going to head outside. Yeah, so when they put the words of power on the ground, if we leave and come back... Let me bump you, please. Let me bump you, Arngeir. So yeah, the words are going to start popping up. We're going to head inside, back outside, and it makes the word a lot quicker to read, rather than sort of having to wait there. There we go. Instantly learn it. Given knowledge of the word by Wolfgar. So, Whirlwind Sprint. This is an incredible... Oh, I accidentally opened the console. Yeah, so Wold is very important, the Whirlwind Sprint, because it lets us go really fast. The most optimal movement... Oh, I bumped the wrong one. I meant to bump this line of dialogue because it's a lot longer. That's right. Yeah, so the most optimal way of moving is to Whirlwind Sprint, wait, Whirlwind Sprint, wait. But that is just, it's not very fun, and it's only like 2% faster. So I'm just going to be sprinting, Whirlwind sprinting, and then waiting. Okay, so now is a couple of fetch quests. So first, what we're meant to do is to go to this dungeon and grab some horn. I don't know, it's like a thing that they get Dragonborns to do to prove that they're worthy. But first, we're actually going to head over to Skyhaven Temple, which is somewhere we have to get later. Now, there is a really high chance that a dragon spawns here if you do this later on in the game. So we do it now just to save the chance of a dragon appearing. There is still a chance it happens, and it's definitely happened to me a few times before, but it seems like we're all good. The fact that I can wait helps out. Nice. So yeah, as you see, that Whirlwind Sprint gets you absolutely flying. It is a lot of fun. There's a puzzle coming up, which is incredible.
Puzzle!
Puzzle, I know. It's quite a difficult one as well. Oh, you'll see. Oh, that was interesting. But off we go. Yeah, so as I said earlier, like a lot of like management of weights. There's a lot of enemies coming up in the area we're at. So I'm actually just going to get an extra weight here just to get my sprint back. And in we go. We're going to head into the cast spire. There's a few enemies here that we're just going to ignore. I'm going to loot a chest coming up just for safety. Just a little bit of extra gold just in case. It's not necessary, but might as well do it for marathon safety. And yeah, we're just going to run past these guys. Here comes this puzzle. Are you ready? Nice. That was very easy. And then we're going to jump up here. Oh, that's not good. Oh. This little bit of parkour is quite interesting. We're going to try and get up, and we're going to jump onto this tree, and jump over here, and then just sort of wiggle our way up, spamming the jump button. And there we go. Just skip straight past that whole section. I don't... So the annoying thing is those enemies are sort of in the way. Yep. So we kind of have to wait for them to go away. So I'm just going to sort of sit in the corner here and sneak. If there's any plugs or any donations, go for it.
Yep, so as a reminder, we also have some fantastic prizes that you can win for donating throughout ASM 2022. If you donate at least $10, you'll be eligible to win one of 8 game bundles generously donated by Landfall, comprising 3 of their greatest hits, Cluster Truck, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and Nightfall. And for those within Australia, if you donate $20 or more, you'll go into the draw to win a pair of HyperX Cloud Buds. And if you donate $40 or more, you'll also be in the running to win one of 2 HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headsets. For more information, you can always visit prizes.ausspeedruns.com. And of course, we thank Landfall and our major sponsor, HyperX, for these very generous and wonderful prizes.
Fantastic. So now we're heading over to Oostengrav. This is that dungeon I was talking about where we have to grab a horn of sorts, but spoiler alert, the horn is gone. Where am I? Oh, okay. I was a bit off course there, and don't tell me. Mud crab. Damn. A single crab is going to stop me from being able to get my sprint back. There are some there's a necromancer here, and oh, fantastic! There's a very small chance that there's a necromancer there, and they raise some bandits from the dead. There's a very small chance that the necromancer is either dead or not there, and we got that, so that saves a bit of time. We have to kill the necromancer because when we leave, we want to fast travel away, and they're going to be in the way, which is going to stop us. So, yeah, we kill, and you just have to kill the necromancer. If you kill that, then the bandits just collapse. Got a cool little skip here, which saves a little bit of time. We're going to jump up into this corner. And we're just going to sort of look over there and sprint across, and I missed. That's very annoying. I actually don't know where to go here. I think we just sort of go around these stairs. This is the intended way. Very slow, obviously. There we go. Oh, jeez. We're hopefully going to get a weight here. Looks like we might. Sweet, and then these guys are sort of just going to... Oh, yeah, there they are. Sometimes when you wait, you know, it gives them a chance to catch up to you, and they sort of spawn right in front of you. It's quite funny, but they were behind us then, so we're going to fall down here. This is one of the few moments in the game where we actually get 2 shouts. So there we go. I'm not sure why the case is, but for that puzzle, the game doesn't want you to get like trapped, so it gives you an extra sprint. Yeah, an extra whirlwind sprint. This is the only time in the game where having a one-handed weapon is faster, because we're able to have flames on one of the hand to cut through the spider webs. If we had a 2-handed weapon, we'd pull it out and have to swing 4 times to break through. The horn is meant to be here. It's a mysterious note. Mysterious. And then we're going to be heading over to Riverwood to talk to the person who stole our horn from us.
I don't know. I mean, if you're saying that this is something that every Dragonborn does, I think it's just a bit of a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, when the tradies go and tell someone, the new guy, to go to the left-handed screwdriver. Yeah, we told him to go get the horn,
yeah.
and he actually did it!
He actually did it! Wasn't even there. We left a mysterious note instead. I'm just going to be running past all these enemies here. I grabbed that little potion there just for safety. There's one moment later on in the game, or actually a couple, where it helps to have a little bit of health backup options.
Yeah, because like, it goes without saying that like you'll notice Nase is still level 1.
Yes,
because we're obviously doing no side. Are we doing no? I think it's no side quests at all.
Where am I heading? Yeah, there's no side
so
quest.
it's like
Oh, yeah, no, there isn't. There's a quest later on which is the bane of this run. That's sort of like a side quest. It's about like the Civil War quest line, so like you kind of have to do it in order to progress the game. We're gonna bump Delphine.
But yeah, but generally speaking, like we're not getting levels. We're not getting powerful. So we're gonna have to beat the final boss.
Yeah,
and so forth. So even though we're on easy and things are obviously not, they're not going to do too much.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still the final boss is still the final boss.
It's
they're
still
still intending you to be, level not 1.
Yeah,
I think you end up at like 2 or something.
2.
Yeah.
So oh wait, what? Oh no, whoops! I clicked the wrong dialogue option. Why are you looking for a Dragonborn is what I should be saying. Yes. Yeah, some of these dialogue options actually matter what you choose because some are faster than other. Some take you down like different like dialogue trees and stuff, and you want to be a bit careful of what you're choosing. Okay. Did I? Yeah, sweet. Okay, so now we are just going to rob this place of all of their wine because my character is an alcoholic apparently. As I said, I'll explain that later. But for now, just know that my character loves a bit of wine.
And we're even grabbing 2 different types of wine. So
yeah, so many different types. He's just a wine lover. A connoisseur, if you will.
Connoisseur.
Where are we heading? We're now heading to Oostengrove. Not Oostengrove. Kynesgrove.
It's actually the secret ambition of the main character is to become a sommelier. We don't talk about it during the run because that'd just be.
Yeah, it's
probably not going to happen.
That's side quest material as well, So yeah, we're going to head up to this dragon burial site where the main villain of the game, Alduin, is raising his buddy from the dead, and we're going to put the dragon back inside their own burial grave. Cool. So. Just sort of running up. We don't actually go to Kynesgrove. We sort of go up and around. We're just going to climb a little mountain here by running and spamming the jump button.
Yeah, your character isn't as good as a horse, but
they're not pretty good. Yeah,
they're not bad.
We're going to run over here and just make sure Delphine's here. She's here. Sweet. So I don't need to wait. Sometimes if she's not there, you kind of have to wait. All right. So we're going to just start stabbing. Go. Dragon's going to raise from the dead, and we are just going to hit them. Yeah, this is the main fight where having a one-handed weapon is slower. One-handed weapons just don't do as much damage. And it's good to have two-handed because you're able to sort of level up both your one-handed and your two-handed throughout. And as Sophie said, though we're like level 1 and we're basically going to stay level 1 for most of the run, level ups come in handy later to replenish our health. That actually was a lot closer.
You got
I got demolished. Yeah, that was a lot closer than it should have been. But that's alright. So Delphine's just chilling under the dragon. How good.
As you do.
What a spot. Look at her eyes. Oh my god. Yeah, another dragon dead. That is the second dragon we killed out of 4. So we just sort of have to wait a little bit. Yep. Fantastic. Who are you and what do you want with me? I always make the mistake of choosing the wrong one there. You're like, what do you know about dragons coming back? And she says, I don't know. And that's it.
Very good.
So you don't want that. It's very slow.
And now the dragon. Who else gains from that? If we problem is that place is.
So now we are getting to, I would say, one of the scarier moments of the run, which is the Thalmor Embassy. So we go there to try and find out whether the Thalmor have anything to do with dragons coming back. Spoiler alert, they don't. But it's, yeah, I think Delphine just hates them.
Yeah, and also missed the large dragon in the sky.
Yes. Yes, she did. So yeah, we just talk
I
to her
figured out how
here.
we're going to get
Doesn't
you.
really
That
matter
would
what
be
dialogue
enough.
option you choose
The
here.
Thelm, I can get. I have his name. I'll get word while you're doing. Meet me at the Solitude stables.
So it's very important. We're going to go to Melbourne, who is in Solitude, and we're just going to say a good old hello and give him all of our important stuff. So important stuff being a sword, gold, potions, and of course wine. Flame this guard and get teleported over. Yeah, in a lot of cases, it's so much quicker to just alert the guards, pay off your bounty, and then get teleported. So that was one of those examples. Malborn's in here. We're going to give him all of our stuff. Then we're going to head to the Thalmor Embassy. Unfortunately, we can't take that wine. We'd be stealing.
Give me what you can't live without.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So I'm going to give
I'll
him
get
my
this
sword.
inside the embassy for you.
Don't really need to give him my sword, but I like to just in case. Potions, all of our gold, all of our wine. We've got, geez, that's a lot of wine. And then our gold and our lockpicks as well. Lockpicks are going to be handy a bit later.
And obviously our contact doesn't question the fact you just hand him 50 bottles of wine.
Not at all. And we're actually going to take more from the Thalmor Embassy as well. You'll get, yeah, it's great. I love it. Oh, no, what am I doing? Okay.
Have you given Malborn the gear you?
I did not mean to pull out my fist there. I look very threatening. We're going to chuck on beautiful party attire because we need to look the part.
Can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy.
Wait, let me put my stuff on. Let's have a look. Oh my god, look at this, man.
Fit check?
Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
Why am I... Yeah, there we go.
I guess that'll have to.
That was not necessary. I just really wanted to show off my beautiful party clothes. And off we go. So yeah, we have been invited to the Thalmor Embassy. We're going to be crashing the party. And taking all of their wine with us.
Welcome to the Thalmor.
Here you
Thank
go.
sir. Go right in. And arriving by carriage.
And in we go. We're going to meet, I forget what this girl's name is. Ellenwyn? Ellenwyn.
And you are?
My name is Spenrun. Pleased to meet you. So there is some dialogue here, and while Malborn is talking, we're going to grab this little bit of wine here.
Do I have your permission to uncork? What's the hurry?
I told you before.
More bumping to skip from dialogue. Yeah, fantastic. And we're going to have this wine as well. We're going to tell Malborn that we're ready to go.
Until we both live through this day.
I'm ready.
Of course.
I could get a drink from him as well, actually. Could get an extra bottle of wine. We're going to sadly have to part with one of our bottles of wine here. We're going to give it to this guy, Razzlin. Razzlin Dazzlin.
Yeah, there's plenty of wine to go around.
There
Exactly,
is.
Don't want to be too stingy.
Stand back and behold my handiwork.
So Razzlin's going to walk over here and cause a scene for us. We're actually going to go near the scene to bump him to skip his dialogue and then run over here, and in we go. And look at this. What an absolute legend.
Stash.
I meant to jump over that table, but it can be a little bit difficult. Going to grab all of our stuff was in that chest, all the stuff that we gave to Malborn. And this is probably the scariest part of the run because you sort of have to run through a whole bunch of pretty like solid enemies. I'm going to have to get my flames on my other hand as well.
A lot of dudes, lots of potential to just like get stuck. And if I remember correctly on the way back, there's a lot of people because you sort of run through everyone and then hang on, no, they're still there. They just disappear.
And I have to run through them as well. You'll see in a sec, but I have to kill one of them. Oh, that guy just spawned right in front of me. I have to kill one of them. Can you please get out of the door? Thank you. Grab this. We're going to read this book to learn about Esbern, who is one of Delphine's old college buddies. And off we go. So yeah, we have to kill these guards here. Sorry, Malborn. The rest of these services will not go on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to drink a potion because my... Oh. So yeah, we had to kill that guard there to get a... oh god, this could be close. I might drink one more potion just in case because they sort of follow you here. Yeah, we had to get the trapdoor key to get out there. I'm going to quick save here because there is a chance these guys follow me out and I won't be able to fast travel away. Yep, there they are. Hello, team. So hopefully this should be fine. It's not like the most common thing to happen. So now we're going to head to Riften, where we're going to discover Melbourne is chilling in the sewers. Going to aggro this guard.
Smart.
Get arrested.
Get arrested. This is, yeah, another thing where the gold comes in handy to be able to pay off your debts pretty easily. This jump can be a little...
Because if Nase does run out of money, he's going to have to start going to actual jail, which is not that much slower, but it is slower.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And unfortunately, what we do to get arrested is not like a super low bounty.
Good. I might just load that save there. I don't think I've ever messed that up, so... you
might say that's never happened before?
That's never happened before. So we whirlwind sprint across this gap and sort of wiggle our way around. There we go, perfect. Oh, hello. There is an incredibly fun strat that unfortunately I can't do because it is incredibly not marathon safe. But basically, what you can do is to make this little section a lot quicker. You can aggro a guard before entering this like dungeon area. Get to the end, you see Esbern, you chat to him, and as soon as you chat to him, there's guards that have been following you because you aggroed them, and they'll arrest you and then warp you outside instead of having to run back. It's really hilarious the way, like, you'll be inside this door here, you close the door, and then you open it, and there's like 3 guards just standing there, ready to take you in. But yeah, unfortunately, because what happens is we can't wait to get our sprint back a lot of the time. We actually have to use a level up to replenish our stamina, and you need to be going incredibly fast because, like, this section here, I can't do much right now, so the guards would be currently following me. But yeah, as I said, I didn't go for that strat. This is a bit of a cutscene. There's not a lot going on, so if there's any donations or any plugs to read, go for it.
There we are. Yeah, I have a couple here. $40 from Miku_DS. Sorry, I don't have $1 million to donate. Here's $40 instead. Cheers to everyone involved with this event. Let's beat cancer. And we also have $100 from Paso that reads, congratulations on the engagement to my good friend Nase. Wishing you a happy marriage and hope you can put this gift to an incentive that would mean a lot to the both of you.
Thank you, Paso. Whoa. So yeah, we've got Esbern following us now. Sort of had to bump him and like talk to him a few times, but eventually he decides to follow us. Yeah, so we would skip this entire section by aggroing those guards, but again, it's very, very difficult to pull off, not marathon safe. So instead, we're just going to run, and this guy looks like he's running away from us. He is scared by my sheer power. There we go. Oh, hello. Oh.
Oh.
Hello. Hello. There we go.
I finally decided to take a swing as well.
Fire. That was a bit of a waste of a whirlwind sprint, but that's okay. Yeah, so we're leaving the Ratway. Once we get out of here, we're going to go back to Riverwood so that Delphine and Esbern can catch up. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's coming up. So a few cutscenes coming up. Just more sort of story stuff. We haven't really explained the story. I'm sure most of you have played Skyrim. But
I haven't.
You haven't?
No, I've never played an Elder Scrolls game before. Ever.
Right, so we're going to warp over to Riverwood.
No, I'm actually serious. I've never played Skyrim.
Really?
No, I've never. Actually, that's a lie. I've never finished it.
Yeah, okay.
Because, yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Similar to what we were saying before, like, you know, it got to the point where I could appreciate it and then I just didn't have the time to play through such a monolith. Because, like, you don't want to just go through the main story, you know, you want to do the bits, the side quests, this, you know, that.
There's a lot more. So I'm going to bump Esbern, bump Delphine, and then I think I'm going to walk in and out. I think because sometimes, usually by walking in and out, you skip a whole bunch of dialogue and then you're ready to, like, chat to them. They've sort of had their fun, had their conversation about, I don't know, what they did back in the good old days.
Didn't even need to get arrested this time.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to, yeah, there we go. We're going to wait for him to sort of say a few things and then chat to him. And then we're going to go find Alduin's Wall. So this is that place earlier with that awesome puzzle that we skipped. We're going to be heading there with the team. Delphine's just going to phase into reality. And yeah, so we got that fast travel point earlier, which helps a lot. And here we are. So this bit is a classic example of sort of skipping dialogue. We're waiting, going to bump.
So another thing that waiting does that you've probably seen before is that if they're like starting to move towards another point,
yeah,
you wait and then they're actually at that point.
Yeah, yeah. It progresses the game clock forward an hour, which, yeah, can mean that, yeah, if they're moving or if they're doing something, it'll push them along that progression line. So we're going to wait, get them inside. Then we're going to bump Esbern. Wait. Bump Esbern a couple times. Wait.
Oh, nah, he's very interested in that wall.
He loves that wall. Bump him. Wait. And then the two of them should be over there. It takes a little bit of time for them to sort of put the fire into the thing. So while we're here, we're going to grab Dragonbane. That is a sword that does extra damage to dragons, and it's going to come in handy. Esbern, you were standing here for so long and you didn't put the flame in.
Yeah, one job.
Upset. Yeah, I know.
So does it show how they defeated him?
Oh, where's oh, I lost Delphine. Wait. It's just walking.
He's had enough of your stuff.
Please, let me, oh my goodness. He's, yeah, there we go. Wait. Bump her. There we go. The Greybeards might know. These guys and the Greybeards and Delphine and them have a bit of beef. It's a lot of lore stuff. Not really much to go into. So now, we got the fast travel point for Winterhold earlier. Winterhold's like this tiny little town that is in a perpetual winter, essentially. And we are going to go to jail here. Jail in Winterhold. Oh, there's a courier. Hello. There's always going to be a courier pop up at some point in your run. Just depends where you get him. I have never gotten him in Winterhold, though. So we're going to head to jail. Jail in Winterhold is not actually in the city. It's well outside it. Well, there we go. So we kind of just have to lockpick here. It's random what the position's going to be. Maybe up a little bit. Oh, no. Okay. We only have 6 lockpicks, so we kind of have to make them count. Like, I could save, but that's alright. Well, so we're just going to run past these Frost Atronachs and head towards Septimus Cygnus, who is this old, insane bloke. But yeah, oh, I am going very slow. What's happened here? Oh, I must have hit caps lock accidentally. I was walking. So yeah, like the old route, before people sort of realized, hey, Winterhold's jail is really far away. Used to be like running from Winterhold, which is over there, over to Septimus. But yeah, we can just go to jail, break out, and then we're here. So now we have to steal something, and this can be a little bit annoying. There's only like a 40% chance you get it. So I'm going to sneak. I'm going to quick save. I'm going to jump down, and he saw me straight away. So kind of get behind him, take. But oh my goodness, first try! How good! That's incredible. So yeah, we have to steal those 2 things from him, and there is a very high chance that he detects you. It can usually take a whole bunch of tries. But yeah, we got the stuff. So now we are heading over to get the Elder Scroll. 5 Skyrim. So we're just going to run over here. Unfortunately, this place is a bit far away, a lot of running. Any donations or plugs, go for it.
Yeah, just as a reminder that we are AusSpeedruns, a group doing speedrun events to raise money for charity. For ASM2022, we are raising money for Cure Cancer's Game On Cancer Initiative, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all aspects of cancer research. If you would like to donate, you can always go to donate.ausspeedruns.com or type !donate in chat. And Twitch revenue we receive throughout the event also goes straight to the charity, which includes subscriptions and bits to the channels as another way to support Game On Cancer.
Yeah, thanks everyone so much for donating throughout the event. It's absolutely incredible how much we've raised so far. So continue bringing those donations in. It's awesome. Oh, sweet. Okay, the thief didn't really follow me. Yeah, they're just throughout the game, there's these like little moments that can happen. Like you could run into a thief and stuff like that, sort of radiant kind of stuff. And unfortunately, a thief came up there and tried to take my money. So, yeah, and because he would be an enemy, wouldn't be able to wait. But luckily, I think by sprinting away and using the whirlwind sprint, we sort of get enough distance away from him. So we are heading over to a dwarven ruin, which contains the location to the Elder Scroll. This there's sort of this massive underground, like cave kind of thing, but almost like a city as well. Yeah, through these, like, there's a few dwarven ruins that sort of connect to it, and that's where you need to go to get the Elder Scroll. If you were doing the quest normally to get it, you'd be sent from, oh, jeez. You'd be sent to go to, like, a different dwarven ruin, but we actually go to this one because it's a little bit faster. Going to run past these people here, and this is where the wine comes in handy. So we're going to be equipping wine onto our like favorite like hotkeys. I'm just going to kill this bandit real quick, and we got a sick kill cam on a bloke that was sleeping.
Stealth kill.
Exactly. So throughout this dwarven ruin, there are a lot of enemies. There are like bandits. There are these falmer, which are like these weird elf creatures, and there are also dwarven like architecture things that come and get you. So instead, what we're going to do, I'm going to drink all this wine here. Now, wine replenishes your stamina. It stops you from like it replenishes your stamina, but it also slows down the amount of time it takes for your stamina to replenish normally. But if you have what, like 50 bottles of wine like I do, your replenishment is drinking more wine. So our character is going to get incredibly drunk, but it means that we don't have to just sort of like deal with not being able to wait or not being able to sprint. It just means that we're just able to constantly replenish our stamina as we run past all these enemies. So, yeah. Yeah, sorry, what were you going to say?
So overall, even though Nase went out of his way multiple times to pick up wine, it just ends up being better because this place is, like, obviously I've seen some of the streams that he's done and so forth. There's just the pain of this place when you can't just gun it.
Yeah, there's a lot of enemies.
Very high.
A lot of enemies. We're going to do a little skip here by sort of jumping onto this house and coming across, and up we go. That skips a lot of this section. It's very easy to do. You just sort of, a lot of the parkour in this game is just running at something and spamming the jump button. I get one weight here and one a little bit later, which obviously is nice to have. Do a sprint. So yeah, the wine comes really in handy here, but it also comes in handy a little bit later. This is a really tough puzzle. Click a button.
Never would have guessed that.
Never. So yeah, there's these like things lodged in the gears, so we got to clear those out. Sort of just jump up the wall there. Not sure why. Drink some more wine. These guys can be a little bit annoying, so especially if I can't take the thing out, and especially if they're going to be doing this. There is a centurion here, but if we sort of just like stand to the side, and once it starts running, we're going to just sprint right past it. Nice. It's really cool when you get that right. Yeah, so we are going to head into Blackreach. As I said, it's a really cool area if you haven't played this game. It's sort of like almost like a highlight of the game. Experiencing this like massive underground area, like it's absolutely gorgeous. Got all these blue lights and stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. So I'm going to be heading over here, and we are going to be whirlwind sprinting down to this. I'll wait, get another whirlwind sprint right across, and yeah, luckily we're able to wait in this sort of section. The wine's going to come in handy a little bit later, as I said. Yeah, there's another section where we just can't wait. like the game actually like takes the ability away from you. We're going to wait for our thing to replenish and get across this little section here. And we're about to grab the namesake of the series, an Elder Scroll, which I honestly don't know what it is. It's like some document that like
I always forget as well.
Thing forward in time. Like that's what Alduin's doing here. He got sent forward in time by the Nords of old.
I feel like you need a PhD in this game to actually understand the lore.
Yeah,
like,
the Elder Scrolls lore is absolutely like buck wild. Like it's so deep. It's ridiculous like how much there is to it. So we're going to be clicking this button. I need to be really careful not to spam click this button too much because it can soft lock the game, which would suck. So nice. Again, another really difficult puzzle. We're just clicking a whole bunch of buttons. We click this one twice, and then the one on the left once. And that's how easy it is to get an Elder Scroll, apparently. I don't know what it's doing down here or why the dwarves have it, but who knows.
My recollection of the lore, and I'm sure someone in chat's going to call me an idiot for this, but the dwarves were basically just nuts.
Yeah,
and,
I think
and
so,
now they're extinct because they did something really stupid.
They did something incredibly
If I remember
stupid.
correctly, that was in Morrowind.
Yeah, okay. So now we're going to head to High Hrothgar, where we have a great opportunity to read some donations coming up because there is just this unskippable cutscene. There's actually a few, unfortunately, which, yeah, that's probably the worst part about this run. So yeah, finally we've shown them the horn. They didn't realize that it was stolen, but that's fine. So again, we're learning another word here. Gonna wait for it to, gonna wait for it to start appearing on the ground, then leave, come back, and it's gonna make things a little bit quicker. I actually don't know, because obviously this is a marathon, so we're not timing things in game time, so I don't actually know if it's like faster, but because we time this game without loads, so we use like an auto splitter which eliminates loads from the timer. It's faster because, you know, that small amount of time spent leaving and rejoining is not timed. Yeah, so we're just sort of going to sit here for a little bit as the lads will shout at us. Could probably go in third person, hey. So yeah, if you've got anything to read out, Kenora, go for it.
Absolutely. No donations yet, but as a reminder, we do have many donation challenges over the course of ASM this year. The next one coming up is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest file name. Currently a bid war between Name at $36.12, Lonk at $31, and Zelda at $11. If you would like either one of those names to be sure to win or one of your own creativity, be sure to donate and make sure to include it in the incentive. As well, we also have the Super Mario 3D Land Special World 8 crown that still requires all $500 to be met before we can see that extra bit of that run. Thank you.
Have you learned nothing from us? But heed my warning.
We get a chance right at the end there to just sort of like start moving and talking. So the poor blokes haven't even finished their speech and just absolutely ignore them. So now we are going to bump a couple times, wait a couple times, and now the lads have decided to prepare a little parting gift for us where we get to learn this new shout. Again, they are currently putting it on the ground for us, the words, so we're just going to leave, come back, and run on over. And it should be there, ready for us to read. Yes, they are. How good. And they're going to be really quick as well. Once Arngir starts giving us his powers, we're going to warp up to the throat of the world to meet Parthenax, who turns out is a dragon, which is pretty cool. He's like the master of the Greybeards, I guess. Used to be an evil bloke, used to work with Alduin, but is, I think he's Alduin's brother as well, or something like that. Used to work with him, but now is a reformed man. Or dragon, I guess. For those who don't know, the guy who voices Parthenax is also the guy who voices Mario. does not sound like Mario at all. I think it would have been better if he did like a Mario voice. So now we have to learn this shout. And luckily we killed dragons earlier, so we have a dragon shout to spend on this shout, so we have to unlock it. Which is basically all we need it for is to hit Parthenax with, and then move on. I like this world at its end. Again, yeah, the dialogue choices here kind of matter. They sort of all lead down the same path, but some are quicker than others. An Elder Scroll? What's that?
Which is why never seen one before, except the
seen
one in my backpack.
So yeah, we have the Elder Scroll, which means we get to read it. And unfortunately, this is the second unskippable cutscene. This one is the second longest. The one coming up a bit later is the longest. It's like 8 minutes. It's probably the worst part about running this game. There's a cool glitch in like the glitch category, like the any % category of this game, where I can't move currently. I can like swing my head around and stuff like that, but I can't move. But if you attend your wedding ceremony and like don't you go there and then like don't show up or something, I don't know the specifics of it, but basically like attending a marriage ceremony and then like getting the quest of things say like failed, you like didn't show up to your wedding, you actually gain control in this cutscene. It's really funny. You basically like go to Riften, marry this bloke, start like opening the Elder Scroll as you're walking towards your wedding, and then get teleported away, and you actually are able to like move around. So they use this time to like you can like help them kill the dragons to make these cutscenes faster. You kill like this girl gets killed by Alduin, but you like kill her instead to just speed things up. You sort of like fast travel away, fast travel back to skip dialogue. It's really cool. But unfortunately it's a glitch, so we can't actually do any of that, so we just get to watch this really fun cutscene. So yeah, if there's anything to read out, go for it. Plug everything, do all of the reads. You've got plenty of time.
Fantastic. We do have $50 from the Iron Pinky that reads, "First time seeing this marathon, never knew about it. Donation goes towards the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest file name. It should be named Zonk." So with that now, that file name incentive bid war is Zonk at $50, Name at $36, Lonk at $31, and Zelda at $11. As a reminder, we're also thrilled to have HyperX as a sponsor to support the event this year. Cure Cancer and the Game On Cancer initiative are doing amazing work, and it's incredible to have that work supported by HyperX. They believe that everyone can achieve their best with the gaming spirit, and are proud to put theirs to work in supporting such a great cause as Game On Cancer. Thank you so much.
And this would be a good enough time, I suppose. It should be said that Nase is actually on the AusSpeedruns committee as the marketing manager, and whilst I'm sure there'd be some credit given to his team, if I can speak for him a little, Nase has done a fantastic job in getting a lot of stuff done for the event, making sure that all the tweets are organised, all the funny tweets. Not all him, but many of them were him, especially the funnier ones. And that was all organised by him. A bunch of other stuff as well, of course. So if we could just give a round of applause for all the work he's done. Thanks.
Thanks, Sophie. Yeah, it's been unreal being part of the committee, and yeah, just want to thank you, Softy, for again putting on such an amazing event, and yeah, really leading the team. It's great having someone as inspirational as you leading such a great operation. So
I swear during meetings.
And take notes.
And take notes. I do take notes. That's good. So you're doing it again next year?
I think so.
Excellent.
I'll apply.
Nice. Yes, and obviously that goes towards the entire committee. It's just Nase is sitting here, so if I'm there for any one of the others, I'll do the same.
So yeah, Gormlaith gets eaten, thrown away. Yeah, that doesn't happen if we're able to have control, because we can just kill her instead. Feldir's going to grab out the Older Scroll and somehow teleport Alduin further through time. And right after this is going to be the scariest fight of the run. The first time you fight Alduin is actually, scarier than the second. The second's a lot easier because you have these guys helping you out. But the first time it's, you're on your own and it can be quite difficult. There's a few points where the game can kind of like soft lock you out of using your shout. So you learn this Dragonwind shout, which makes any dragon land and like stay on the ground, which obviously helps us kill them. But if you're like spamming your sword too much and then try to shout, the game like locks you out of shouting, and it could be really annoying. So once we get out of this cutscene, we're going to do a few things. So first off, we're going to equip Dragonbane. Secondly, we're going to go over to our shouts and we're going to favorite these 3, and then we're going to hit.
Not console.
Not console.
No.
Clear. I like having. Where do I like having them? 2, 4, 5. Fantastic. Equip Dragonrend, and we're going to hit the Dragonrend very quickly. Luckily for this shout and Clear Skies, you don't actually have to use all 3 words. If you played this game, you like have to hold down the shout button to like say all of the words. But you can just hit the one, and it's good because it's a lot quicker. So as soon as Alduin lands, I'm going to hit him with another. That's annoying. If you're fast enough, you can hit him with another Dragonrend, and he doesn't fly away like that. But yeah, here we go. So we basically just have to hit him a whole bunch of times. I'm going to be keeping an eye on my Dragonrend. In the top screen, sort of, once the thing goes white and that like little meter goes all the way to the end, we're going to then Dragonrend again just to keep Alduin on the ground. My health is running low, so I'm going to level up here. This is where we use a level up. We're going to increase our stamina. So we have a bit more sprint. And then we're going to smack Alduin a bunch. There we go. This fight has actually been really good. Just continue hitting him. And there we go. Fantastic. That's Alduin. So now
he says some words. We walk away.
Yeah. So Parthenax is going to land here. And generally, you start talking to him, and then he flies away. So you're having a conversation with him, but he's like 1,000 feet.
So he's picked up your trick.
So we're going to wait for Alduin to finish cheeking, then we're going to talk to Parthenax. I need to find out. Oh, he's not going to fly away. How nice. He'd like to have a chat.
Oh.
Okay, so now we have to convince the Jarl of Whiterun to let us use his like city to capture a dragon, because apparently that's what this building was built for, to like hold a dragon, even though it's made of wood. But yeah, so we're just going to sprint forward here. So we haven't actually seen the Jarl in a while, so he gives us a sword. It's really nice. I'm going to talk to him again. I need your help to capture a dragon. So unfortunately, Skyrim is embroiled in a civil war between 2 factions. So the Jarl's like, hey, I'd love to help you, but if I like give up, you know, my soldiers to help this out, you know, we might get invaded. Like, Whiterun's sort of like the biggest city in the game, or one of the biggest cities in the game, and it's sort of like in the middle, so it's like this perfect position for like either side to hold. So unfortunately, he's like, yeah, while this war's going on, I can't help you. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to host a peace council. I had no idea this existed until I like learned the speedrun for this game, because like I feel like, oh no, that's Bori. No, we want, where is he? He's over here somewhere. Yeah, Arngir's the only one that speaks English. Like the rest of them just speak dragon language, so we can only talk to this guy. But yeah, so while the war is on, they won't help us. So what you can do is, if you haven't started the Civil War at this point, the quest line, which I know most people play that because it's a pretty cool quest line. You actually, speak to both sides. They come to High Hrothgar and host a little peace council. They'll like, you know, talk out their differences. They like negotiate like a temporary truce. It's really slow, but obviously it's a lot faster than playing through the entire Civil War quest line to get to this stage. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, like there's no side quests. This technically isn't a side quest, but it's like the whole concept of it is from the Civil War quest line.
Why don't you? Besides, I'm sure.
I'm telling you.
So yeah, now we have to let them know that there is a peace council. We speak to Tullius first because if you say like, if you tell Ulfric, the other leader of the other faction, that Tullius is on his way, then he'll join you. So yeah, the Imperials are now on their way to the peace council, and now we have to go over and tell Ulfric that they're going as well. I'm going to quick save here because this guard can sometimes just like stay aggro. Where is the... I guess they're not there. That's annoying. I have to go forward. Sweet.
Actually, there's a good question. I wonder if, given that this is in High Hrothgar, I wonder if the entire party climbs the 10,000 stairs.
Yeah, they all. That's how they all get there.
Because I mean, it seems like quite a journey.
Quite a trek. Yeah, they probably could have chosen a better spot.
Like literally anywhere else that isn't known for being a tough journey.
An incredibly difficult journey. Yeah. General Tullius has already agreed to attend, so Ulfric's like, sure, why not? So yeah, there's a cool little like exploit here where we're actually able to like skip some of the dialogue of this big cutscene essentially. But yeah, I hope you're comfortable because the next 8 minutes or so is just a whole bunch of talking and politics. You're meant to talk to Arngeir, but what we can do is we can go over here. We can get into our position. We sit, we wait, and then Arngeir will walk over and start chatting to us. Now, this is what used to happen. We used to do this. Is Arngeir going to walk over? May have to wait again. There we go. So now if we lock Arngeir in this dialogue, so instead of skipping through the dialogue, we're going to take our time. The Peace Council's actually going to start. So they're all going to start talking. They have this little like discussion because that girl from earlier, Ellen, when they're not happy that she's here because they're like, well, why are the Thalmor here? They're not one of the factions. They're not part of this thing. Like, so yeah, so they're going to start talking. They're like, why are you here? And usually you have a choice. Like, you get given the choice, like, should she stay or should she go? We want her to go because it's faster. But yeah, there we go. So you don't actually have to make the choice. If you just get locked in that dialogue, then they just assume that you want to go on, and off she goes. Yeah, anything to plug? Any donations? Go for it. We've got a lot of time.
Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor.
Excellent. As a reminder, we are AusSpeedruns, a group doing speedrun events to raise money for charity. For ASM2022, we're raising money for Cure Cancer's Game On Cancer Initiative, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all aspects of cancer research. If you would like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com or type !donate in the chat.
If anyone in the chat, I can kind of see chat, if anyone has any questions about the run or anything, or anyone wants to know, anyone in the crowd got any questions? No? Fair enough. Yeah, normally I'll if I'm streaming, I'll pull out my guitar or play on my keyboard during this bit. What was that? Bass, yeah. The bass doesn't really come through well enough on stream, unfortunately, but guitar sounds nice. Yeah, this is a very, very long section. This is also a good bathroom break time as well. Which class and why? So we play as a high elf because your speed in this game is tied to how tall your character is, and high elves are the tallest. We don't actually pick a class. Skyrim sort of got rid of the whole class system. They don't lock you into a class. You can sort of be whatever you want. It's the land of opportunity. So we don't choose a class or anything like that. We're just a fast high elf.
So that's
by using this council to advance your own position?
Yeah, so basically, it's a weird kind of situation as well. They're like, okay, we'll give you one city, you can take the other, kind of thing. There was like war crimes that happened or something that one side needs to pay reparations for. It's a massive kettle of fish. But like Tullius, we sort of like, it seems like we're like, yeah, Tullius, this sounds like a good idea. He's like, yeah, sounds good. And then immediately he goes, you're against me. Why are you doing this? It's so weird. You'll see it in a second. But yeah, right now they're just sort of squabbling. There's no actual progress happening, sadly. For wine. I might grab that a bit later.
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire.
Anything more,
deserve a traitor's death. But I at least
I can just keep talking about HyperX if we want.
Go for it.
HyperX are our major sponsor for ASM 2022, and it's incredible to have them on board to support the Game On Cancer initiative. HyperX makes fantastic headsets, microphones, keyboard, mice, and plenty more products. So no matter what you play, if you're into gaming, they have something for you. And as a reminder, we do also have some prizes that you can win for donating throughout ASM 2022. If you donate at least $10 anywhere from the world, you'll be eligible to win one of 8 game bundles generously donated by Landfall, comprising 3 of their greatest hits: Cluster Truck, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and Nightfall. And for those only within Australia, if you donate $20 or more, you'll go into the draw to win a pair of HyperX Cloud Buds. And if you donate $40 or more, you'll also be in the running to win one of 2 HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headsets. For more information, you can always visit prizes.ausspeedruns.com. And of course, we thank Landfall and our major sponsor, HyperX, for these very generous and wonderful prizes.
So yeah, Tullius was like, you know, if I give you this city, you can give me this one. And I'm like, oh yeah, you should take this city. And he's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And Ulfric's like, yeah, sweet, okay. And then he's like, you disappoint me, Dragonborn. What? I did what you want.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what
something also that I think, I'm not sure it's actually in the, I don't think it's in the host scripting, but our Discord, the AusSpeedruns Discord, great place to hang out.
Yeah, definitely.
Discord.ausspeedruns.com. Basically anything you want to know about AusSpeedruns usually is noun.ausspeedruns.com. Done very intently because easy to remember, and I can't remember anything. Like I barely remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, you know. So I just I make sure it's easy because then I figure everyone else thinks it's easy, and that's good.
Definitely.
So discord.ausspeedruns.com. There's a lot of people who just hang out there.
Yeah, it's a really good spot. Really good spot to meet fellow speedrunners in Australia as well. We've got a really good community brewing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So.
You know as well as I do.
Good place to be.
100%.
Where will these demands end?
Out with it then.
We want compensation for the massacre at Carthwaste.
Yeah, so there's like some war crimes or something, I don't know.
True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men never stoop to such methods.
I'm trying to think of something else to say.
Yeah, there's not a lot. If you picked one of these two sides, you get to play through this quest where you go and like fight all these battles. Ulfric should be compensated. So yeah, there was 2 other options earlier. You don't have to make a choice and the game just chooses one for you, and they're the good ones. That one you have to make a choice. Otherwise you get locked into this extremely long, like extra bit. There's a few different options here, like you can give like different cities to different people, but we want the way that we've just done it because it's the fastest and has the least amount of dialogue, which is still a lot of dialogue.
The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops.
We do have a quick donation if there's
still
time to.
There's
Oh yeah.
We have $5 from Anonymous that says, need to make sure, were those cats fed? Feed those cats.
Yes, the cats were fed. That was in the Discord. If you joined the Discord, you would have known that the cats were fed. Discord.ausspeedruns. Whoever Anonymous is, and discord.ausspeedruns.com. You can see a picture of the cats have been fed.
Cats are fed.
What about you, Alistair?
We are so close. We are so close. Thank you everyone for putting up with this. This great bit of diplomacy.
General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim.
Yeah, go for it. What do we got?
That you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Which side do you prefer going with in casual runs? I personally like the Imperials. I think their uniforms are pretty cool. Like, look at Tullius's shirt. That's so sick. And also, I think the Stormcloaks are a bit racist. So, yeah, we'll go with the Imperials there. We're gonna run over here. That's the end of it. I'm gonna grab this wine, and we are going to chat to Esbern. Yeah, the people like the Blades, which is Esbern and Delphine, they're not very happy about the fact that Parthenax is a dragon. So you can either kill or save Parthenax. I don't think I've ever met someone that chooses to kill Parthenax, and I don't think I ever want to, because that sounds like a terrible, terrible person. Sweet. So now that is all over. We're back to actual gameplay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Let's get some claps for gameplay.
I was getting worried there for a sec.
Oh, there's Lydia. We have to be careful that she doesn't lock us into her dialogue. And now Balgruf is ready. He is incredibly excited. So now we're going to head over here. We're going to use this shout. I made the mistake of shouting earlier, so I have to wait. Oh, sorry about that, mate. Where are we? Shouts. We want. Oh, yeah, no. My goodness, I'm a mess. Call Dragon. So that's going to get this dragon to head towards us. We sort of just have to sit here and wait for a quest to update to say, like, hey, the dragon's on its way. Fantastic. Now we can go through. This poor bloke is about to get owned.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
Yeah.
Like, surely everyone was told, by the way, we're literally summoning a dragon.
So same go as before. I can actually hit these guys like a few times to level up my one-handed. And now Odoving's here. We're going to hope that he sort of follows us through. That's not what he was supposed to do. He's supposed to follow us in. So yeah, we call this dragon because he is going to help us get to the place where Alden's hiding out. Keep coming, keep coming. Here we go. Nice. Okay. So actually just going to leave and come back. Again, it's just going to progress things a little bit faster. And then we are going to jump on this dragon. Now there's a trick that I'm going to try and do that saves a little bit of time. It sort of just skips a cutscene. It is very, very tough to do. The timing on it is quite hard. But basically what's going to happen is I'm going to be in dialogue with Odoving. Once I say, like, hey, fly me over to this place, I'm going to have like a quarter of a second to try and open up my map and hopefully fast travel somewhere. And what that's going to do is yeah, skip a cutscene where we basically ride on this dragon really weirdly. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, that is really weird. I sort of got locked there, so you can see. Look at him go. Not even on the dragon. Just. So yeah, I'm glad I missed it because we got to see that beautiful cutscene.
Far more entertaining.
So this is probably the scariest part of the run here. It is some incredibly difficult parkour, which can be quite tough because there's a dragon flying around that's constantly hitting you with some flames, which I think if we get hit 3 times, we'll die. So I'm just going to make a little save here, a little quick save, and we're going to jump over onto this rock. So yeah, this is, I'd say, quite horse-esque in the way that we're traversing this mountain. It doesn't look like you should be able to get up here, but
not at all.
Not at all. But hopefully, it can be really, really finicky.
You need to have at least like some vague contact with ground to initiate a jump.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We're moving.
I mean, the definition of contact is a bit.
It's loose.
Broad, a bit loose, yeah.
But there we go. So this part's quite difficult. I got a PB recently, but I lost like 3 minutes to this bit. So there we go. So luckily we've got some potions, but we might actually not need them because we're just going to continually run up here. Fantastic.
Looking okay. Looking okay.
Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to sort of pop a little... Yeah, there we go. And off we go. We're moving. This is another section where having some wine is really nice because, well, here there's lots of enemies, so we can't wait. And once we get into... I don't even know what the place is called. Sovngarde. Once we get in there, we can't wait at all. There's nowhere to wait. So usually you're meant to fight that guy, but if we just sort of run past, the portal's still open before he can like lock it off, so we don't have to fight him. And now I've got a decent amount of wine to be able to run through. So yeah, I can't wait here. So we're basically just relying on the sprint that we do have and our whirlwind sprint as well. We're coming up towards the end of the game, which is quite exciting. We're going to talk to some people and then they're going to help us fight Alduin. The final fight for Alduin is a lot easier. There he is. He's just chilling. The final fight is a lot easier than the first because, as I said, we like have those people helping us out, but also like it seems like he does less damage. I'm going to, while I'm here, I'm going to equip my sword and we're going to drink some more wine. Nice.
You've run out of wine.
I am all out of wine. This is devastating.
The absolute scenes in Sovngarde.
Cool. So we have to fight this bloke over here to sort of prove that we're worthy to get into the that big hall there.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, Sovngarde is basically like Nord Heaven.
Yes.
It's Valhalla. It's just Valhalla.
It's Valhalla. This guy can be a little bit scary. He's quite strong. He has this shout. We're basically just going to hit him a few times till his health starts to replenish. How is it not? There we go. Oh my goodness, that was close. But yeah, he is very strong, so I made a little save beforehand. Luckily, you don't have to kill him. You just hit him a few times.
Yeah, and this is again where, like, at this point in the game, you know, you should have levels, perks, and
better weaponry.
Better weaponry, enchantments, spells, you know, this, that, and the other. You've got nothing. None of that.
This is another fun little, we basically just leave, go back in, leave.
But yeah, but fortunately, basically I think you're sort of just strong enough to clear everything comfortably and without too much risk.
Definitely. Off they go one more time for good measure, and then they're all going to be in position, ready to go, rather than like having to wait for them to run over. This sprint might not have been the smartest move, because I might not be ready with my shout straight away. Oh no, it should be fine actually. We have to like shout at the clouds with these guys.
Clear skies. Come back.
As I said earlier, like I don't have to like hold down the shout button to say all the words. You just have to say one, and it does the exact same thing. Same with Dragon Rend, which we're going to be using in a bit. But yeah, we just have to clear the fog a few times. There is a really cool strat that you can do where you sort of jump up onto those rocks, look away, and then when Alduin spawns, you'll be able to hit him with a Dragon Rend straight away. It's a little bit difficult, and just in the case of safety, I'm going to wait till he flies around here and get him. Yeah, hitting Alduin with the Dragon Rends can be a bit tough, especially when he's flying around. So you sort of have to pick your moments, and you would hate to lose Dragon Rend for too long, because it's really the only way you can kill him. So he's going to swing back around. We're going to hit him there. Nice. And yeah, same as the first Alduin fight. Basically, just keeping an eye on my meter up top to make sure I have. Yep, there we go. And time is coming up, by the way. Once I kill Alduin, that'll be time. And yeah, you can see like this fight is just so much easier. We've got some people helping us. We've got we're a little bit stronger now because we're level 2.
Level 3 even.
Level 3.
Won't level up, but
yeah. And get ready on time because it is coming up. Dragon Rend, and time. Nice. So yeah, thanks everyone. That was